Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for support, thank you for liking videos, and thank you for your subscription on YouTube. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button, and thank you for liking the video as well. Okay, so XRP is a little bit flat, isn't it? Pretty much like, you know, some of these coins in the top 10. We've got Solana that's took a bashing, minus 8.2% down in the last 7 days. We've got Bitcoin that's actually finding a little bit of support at the moment. Please check out the Bitcoin video. We have seen 5 waves up, so that could begin to look quite impulsive off the low that we put in way back there in Monday of this week, okay, when everyone's ultra bearish at the lows, possibly. So we need to see the follow through on Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin is bullish, right, and it is a big if, obviously I can't guarantee that it is. It's all about structure and support and resistance and things like that. But if we have found at the bottom of a C wave correction, which I believe is a possibility right now, and we've gone for an ABC correction since April, where we've just been range bound in this sort of $1 trillion market capitalization for Bitcoin, for crypto, sorry. If we've just kind of gone sideways since April, where we've tapped it, come back, made a low, and then we've tapped it again and come back, made a sort of a slight higher low, then for me, you know, you're sort of consolidating in a range in an uptrend. So in theory, we should be looking at a break for the upside. Again, if we do start to see this of Bitcoin, it takes out that key resistance up above, and at the moment I'm looking at some kind of structural waves up to that particular resistance. So please check out the Bitcoin videos. Lots of trade opportunities on Bitcoin, probably greater trade opportunities at the minute, to be honest with you, than they are on XRP in the short term. So definitely please watch a Bitcoin video. Then, you know, just kick back, relax, and just wait for XRP to follow suit, because this is what happens. You know, you're used to it by now. Bitcoin front runs, slows down, alts catch up. You know, it's like the big daddy running off down the park and the kids play catch up. You know, that's what it is. You know, and just wait for Bitcoin to do whatever it does, cool down, and then the alts will follow. And this is why you see them meme coins go crazy and things like that at the top of big impulsive moves for Bitcoin, because the meme coins is just some of the liquidity in the market, just sending them to the sky, you know, and if you can catch them, amazing. So anyway, this is an XRP video. I do apologize, but at the moment XRP is just kind of grinding out this bottom at the moment for me, whilst Bitcoin is potentially putting its bottom. XRP is potentially grinding out the bottom, and we are looking at 35-day correction, hopefully holding true. Okay, and there's a little bit of confidence with the correction that we went through in 2020, and this correction as well that we've gone through. Okay, so let's dive into the charts and see what we can see. Okay, looking at XRP on the daily time frame, there's a case that the correction is in. I keep going through this with you, but I will zoom in on the hourly time frame in a moment and look at some possible scenarios going forward. But what we're doing at the moment, for me, you know, it's looking okay. I can't flip too bearish just yet, especially when you're holding structure of an uptrend, basically. And this is exactly what I said to you in that crash, in that crash, in that crash. I said to you at the minute, you know, we've just got to respect where we've come from. We've got 5 waves. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 way back there in January, and I expected some kind of retracement. ABC back down into the buy zone, fill our bags, and then I'm looking for a break into the 2.272, which was my target of the you know, the next impulsive wave was the 2.272, which was a wave 3. You know, so we nailed this first wave because we took out that swing high just there, do you remember? And we ran into the 1618. We had the ABC back down into this neckline. At this point we filled the bags, and then boom, we broke into the 2.272. That was the target I was giving you when you was coiling up here, and then boom, we came back in the ABC. Everyone thought, oh my god, it's going to 0, just like they do now. But we back tested this neckline, the minimal target, an ascending triangle. Look at that, back test, see you later. At this point we got compressed, and we got the A wave, then we put in the B wave, and then we put in the C wave. So you got some kind of, you know, flat correction there, which is basically an ascending triangle, which is pretty much like the correction that Bitcoin's just created at the moment, you know. And then boom, we bolted, we absolutely took off here, and we got to my eventual target, which I've had since this retracement kicked in after the 5 waves. We've had since there. Okay, so you know, since way back at the start of the year, we've nailed this golden line basically, and you can clearly see a lot of confluence at that 1618 as well, because of the double tap just there. So the 1618 is absolute boss. Get into your chart. So from this high here, which is a previous pivot high just there for XRP, which was that thrust up way back in September, I believe it was. Let me get that knob on. Way back in September of last year, which we nailed as well. And the reason we nailed that is because we drop a horizontal line in. It was this God candle breakdown, and as you were coming down there, I said to you, coiling up, you're looking for that retest. It was a monster trade way back last year as well for the CoinsKid crew. But anyway, aside from all that, you know, that's in the past. Right now, what we've done, we've come down, we've made this low, and from this low here, like I said to you, if we take out this high here, I'm looking at 1618, and we've got there. And right now, we're going through a macro correction, and everyone's getting scared. Okay, but in my opinion, it is a macro correction. correction. So if you remember way back in the start of this year as well, we was looking at this target from this low and the next swing high, because this is your pivot high, and you know this is basically a micro move of the macro move. So let me explain this to you. This is your previous swing high and this is your low, and like I said to you, work your way up, work your way up. If you take out the high, you're increasing the probability of breaking it, and that's your next 1618 target, which is all the way at 82 cents. I was giving you that target on this retracement basically for XRP. Okay, so at this point what we've done, this micro move here is no different from the macro move. There's your previous swing high, there's your previous swing high. You took it out, you've got to the 1618. You've took this out, you've got to the 1618. So please get the 1618 in your charts. It's absolute boss. It's always a really good area to pay yourself on any longs or any spot positions or whatever, swing, whatever. 1618 is absolutely amazing. Get it into your charts. Okay, so usually on the first impulsive move, you know, of a massive macro move or an impulsive wave to the upside, you do usually run into the 1618 when you begin, and then you go through some kind of ABC correction back down to support before going again, and then the next leg usually runs into the 1618 again, if not the 2.272 if it's a wave 3. Okay, so from here all the way from this low to this high, let me get this knob on for you, from this low here where we bounced off this god candle back to this, if you remember, we've been running these waves like a boss all year, from there to there, 2.272, that was my target I was giving you. Once you've broken out that little resistance there, the minimal target was a 1618. You can see we tapped it, came back to this neckline, and then we broke an eventual 2.272, which is a powerful wave 3, and then we came back in an ABC again. We came back to this neckline, held it, support, see you later, and we put in the final move of a 5-wave move, which is no different from this 5-wave move that we put in here, 1 2 3 4 5 to the 1618 off that swing high. So this little leg here, this little move is no different from this swing high being broken to this move, but it's just on a larger scale. Do you understand? So right now this came back in an ABC correction, like I said to you, coming back in ABC correction. If it holds this low, fantastic, absolutely amazing. Okay, you know, you're going to start to build a base and putting away free. So in theory, if we take a look at this right now, if this macro ABC correction is complete, which is absolutely possible here for XRP, and you know, I hope you're staying with me, I hope you understand what I'm going through right now. If this ABC is complete, which is absolutely possible for XRP, then the next wave up we should be looking at the minimal target, which is the 1618, which is this line here. Okay, but if we do run, and this is a wave 3, if we do run to the 2.272, where will XRP go to? You know, where's it going to go to on this next wave 3? And obviously it's a big theory right now. If that is the bottom of the ABC correction, just like this wave 2 was the bottom of the ABC correction, and the next wave went to the 1618, came back in a higher low, and then got to 2.272 in a wave 3, then in theory, if this next wave is a wave 3, and what we've got is some kind of, you know, big wave 1, macro wave 2, big wave 3, where's it going to go to? So I'm looking at a minimal, an absolute minimal. I'm looking at the 1618, which is around about that line there, around the 154 mark. But if it does get to the 2.272, you can clearly see it's going to take out that high that we put in way back in April, and then all of a sudden XRP is looking insanely bullish, isn't it? You know, in a macro wave 3. So the possibility is there, but obviously I have to keep a level head. What I'm looking at is a minimal target right now, and the next impulsive break, if we start to see XRP take out the 1 fib at 0.94674, which is that high that it put in way back there in, when was that? That was July, wasn't it? If we hold this low, and here's a big if as well, if the correction is in on this 35-day ABC, and right now we're beginning to build a base, and we do begin to break out here for XRP, the next target is 154. But if we push through that, you know, we start to come back and make a high low, and we go through that, then I'm going to have to project to the 2.272 at 258, and then you really are beginning to attack the all-time high at that for XRP. Okay, so it could actually go beyond that, but we, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But so far so good. Respectfully, of the 5 waves, we're respecting the move up here for XRP, and the fact that you know, the potential bottom on Bitcoin could actually be in right now, and in itself could be looking at a massive macro wave 3. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that update. You know, I can't be too bearish yet until we start to break down, but at the moment there is a slight case with bullish divergence. What I'm looking for, you know, one of the key things we could wait for here is a close above the 20-day EMA for XRP, roughly 0.50945 for XRP. I think that could be a major go signal for you going forward. Okay, but we have to respect these 5 waves up. Okay, this macro move is no different from this micro move. ABC correction, hold the lows, see you later. Okay, so you know, a lot of people, they can't see it, they can't understand it, but it's just respecting the charts, respecting the data. You know, at the end of the day, data not emotion. Take care everyone, back to another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.